Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS, and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. All right, guys, hold on to your hats because the NFL rumor mill has gone into overdrive, and it's centered around one of the most electrifying wide receivers in the league right now, Ja'Marr Chase. Yes, you heard that right. The Cincinnati Bengals, currently sitting at 4-5 and in a bit of a slump, are reportedly considering a blockbuster move that could send Chase to the Washington Commanders. This is not just some idle rumor. It's a scenario that's gaining serious traction across NFL circles, and if it happens, it could reshape the NFC East in ways we haven't seen in years. Now, let's break down what's fueling these rumors. The Bengals, who are currently struggling with a 4-5 record, have been hit hard by injuries and inconsistent play. Joe Burrow's elbow strain, which has kept him out for about 4 weeks, has played a role in their offensive struggles. Without their top receiver, Cincinnati's passing game has dipped by about 25%, and their chances of making the playoffs, which were once optimistic, have taken a hit, with their odds dropping to plus 600. The team is looking to rebuild and shed some cap space, reportedly about $14 million, by trading Chase, who is in the final year of his rookie deal. They also see this as a chance to accelerate their rebuild, especially since they're projected to pick late in the upcoming draft and want to prioritize the run game, which has been underwhelming, averaging just 3.8 yards per carry as a team. On the other side, the Commanders are sitting at 3-6, and frankly, their receiver core has been pretty banged up. Jahan Dotson is dealing with a quad injury that might keep him out through Week 8, and Curtis Samuel has a groin issue. Washington has been trying to find consistency in their passing game, and adding a talent like Chase could be just what they need to spark their offense and push for a playoff spot. The idea of Chase in Washington's offense has fans dreaming of explosive plays, and the whispers have been growing louder, especially after some notable NFL insiders, including Rossini, started hinting that a deal could be brewing. It's almost like a hurricane coming through, redefining the landscape of the NFC East and potentially flipping the division on its head. Looking at Chase's stats, this guy is a game changer. In 2025, up until Week 15, he's hauled in 48 receptions for 712 yards and 6 touchdowns. That's averaging nearly 15 yards per catch with a PFF grade of 91.8, which puts him among the league's top receivers. His career totals surpass 500 yards and 32 touchdowns, and he's known for his contested catches, with a success rate of about 62%. His advanced stats tell us a lot about his playmaking ability. His EPA per target stands at plus 0.52, and he averages 6.5 yards after the catch per reception. His route running is exceptional, with an 88% success rate on slants and a 45% conversion rate on deep routes, making him a versatile threat that defenses have to respect at all levels of the field. Chase's speed is blazing, running a 4.38 40-yard dash, which is faster than many top-tier receivers, including Terry McLaurin's 4.45. And speaking of McLaurin, Chase's projected impact in Washington could be massive. He could add a new dimension to the offense, boosting their third-down conversion rates and turning the passing attack into a real weapon that defenses have to respect. Now, let's talk about the Bengals' perspective. They're in a tough spot trying to manage their cap space, which is about $8 million freed up if they trade Chase. Their focus is on rebuilding a run game that's been struggling, averaging just 3.8 yards per carry. It's clear that without a true WR1 like Chase, their offense has lost some of its spark. The trade would be a move of desperation, but one that could give them some much-needed cap flexibility and draft picks to rebuild their roster. But the risk? Well, it's significant. Losing Chase, who's demonstrated elite production, could mean losing their identity on offense, which is why some analysts are skeptical about their long-term outlook, projecting a 7-10 finish and odds of plus 10.0 to win the Super Bowl. It's a gamble for sure, but one that's all about trying to turn things around quickly. Now, let's switch gears and look at what Chase could mean for Washington. The numbers paint an exciting picture. If Chase joins the Commanders, he's projected to rack up over 300 yards this season, with a significant increase in EPA per pass, moving from a negative to around plus 22%. This would translate into explosive plays, more than 15 catches of 20 yards or more, which could completely change the dynamics of Washington's offense. Chase's speed and route-running ability would allow him to create mismatches all over the field. Think about the kind of deep threat he'd bring to the table, forcing defenses to respect the vertical game and opening up opportunities for McLaurin and other receivers. His stats this year, including a catch rate of 79% and an 88% success rate on slants, show he's a reliable target who can thrive in a high-paced, explosive offense. And the impact on the NFC East. It could be huge. If Chase comes to Washington, the division standings could shift dramatically. The Commanders, already fighting to claw their way into playoff contention, would suddenly have a legitimate shot at turning their fortunes around. Their odds to make the playoffs could jump from modest to much more favorable, and the team's confidence would skyrocket. Imagine Chase stretching the field, making defenders look silly with his speed, and turning third-and-long situations into big gains. It's the kind of player who can ignite a team and help them push beyond expectations. Think about the 2023 Dolphins with Hill, or the Seahawks' success with Metcalf in 2025. Chase could be that kind of difference-maker for Washington, elevating their entire offense and giving them a real shot at upsetting division rivals like the Cowboys. Talking about the Super Bowl odds, it's wild to think that with Chase, the Commanders' chances could jump from plus 20-0 to around plus 5-0. That's a huge leap, and a sign of how much of a difference a player like him can make in just a few weeks. Deep down, many fans are dreaming of a playoff run, and Chase's presence could be the spark needed to ignite that fire. Remember, he's been producing at an elite level, averaging 85 yards per game after his rookie season, and his ability to make contested catches and break tackles after the catch makes him a nightmare for defenses. His ability to create mismatches, like the legendary Randy Moss in 2004, could be the key that unlocks the Commanders' offense and propels them into serious playoff contention. Of course, there are still questions and risks. The Bengals' potential desperation to unload Chase could lead to a less-than-ideal trade package, or the team might decide to hold on to him in hopes of turning their season around. The allure of adding a player of Chase's caliber, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC East, is undeniable. Washington fans are hungry for a game-changer, someone who can elevate the team from a decent squad to a legit playoff contender. With Chase on board, the future looks bright, fueled by speed, talent, and a new sense of hope that the Commanders can finally take that next step towards Super Bowl glory. Now, keeping all that in mind, the NFL landscape is watching closely. If this trade goes through, it will be remembered as one of the boldest moves in recent franchise history, an aggressive move by Washington to shake things up and challenge the division powerhouses. It would send a message that the Commanders are serious about competing now, not just planning for the future. It's a move that could set the tone for the rest of the season and even beyond, as they try to capitalize on Chase's explosive talent and turn this season around. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team. Do you believe Chase is the missing piece that can finally push Washington into real playoff contention? Or do you think the risks outweigh the rewards? Either way, this is the kind of story that keeps us all on the edge of our seats. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. Keep the passion alive, and let's get ready for what could be an unforgettable ride.